My name is Adriana Asbaghi, and I did my final project on the Lost Boys of Sudan. I recently viewed this documentary on 60 Minutes and cannot help but share this story for my final project. These refugees have an amazing journey that no one could ever imagine. Their story was so inspirational to me, and I hope you agree too. Sudan is a sub-African state in the Middle East and Africa, and the Sudan Civil War began in the 1980s, killing over 500,000 innocent people and tormenting many people's lives. Among all the innocent people, 20,000 young boys fled to escape, hoping that they will reach safety. Many of them were separated from their families. Because of the attacks in Sudan, they resorted to a nearby refugee camp in Ethiopia. They thought they were safe there, yet government officials demanded them to leave at gunpoint. The name The Lost Boys was adapted from aid workers in the refugee camps who resided in Africa. They chased the boys to the Rio Gila River. As the boys attempted to cross the river, many of them did not make it, getting eaten alive by crocodiles, drowning, and dying. As they walked barefoot over 1,000 miles, searching for food and shelter, they finally reached the refugee camp known as Kakuma in Kenya. Only half of the boys arrived to the camp, as many of them did not survive, suffering from dehydration, death, or illnesses. When they finally arrived to the camp, many of them began to feel a sense of security and began to see the light at the end of the tunnel. They ranged from ages 8 to 18. Little did they know that in the year 2001, the United States issued 3,000 of the refugees to come to America and get away from this intolerable lifestyle. Nothing grew a crowd like this. Once a week, a list was put up depicting who of the Lost Boys will be going from nowhere to somewhere. Every Sunday, a plan from the U.S. was to bring them to their new home, America. They were dispersed from all over the country, from Kansas City to Chicago, even Jacksonville, Florida. They couldn't imagine what it was like to live the American dream, only a life they only dreamed of. Upon reaching the United States, many of them had to adjust to the simple pleasures as Americans are so used to: how to turn on a light, work a stove, even use electricity. All of these luxuries were things they had never heard of, and many of them experiencing them for the first time in their 20s. They did everything they could to be an American citizen. Some learned to drive, while others wanted to work and make money. Many of them strived to go to a university and complete their degrees. Some of them were even privileged to reunite with family members they were still in refugee camps in Sudan. One man hadn't seen his mother for over 20 years, and finally, as a grown man, was able to reunite and catch up on those lost times. On January 5, 2005, a comprehensive peace agreement was signed between the North and the South of Sudan, bringing an end to one of the longest civil wars ever recorded. The independence of the Republic of South Sudan was made official on July 9, 2011, freeing many from the communist government. Today, many refugees in the United States have established organizations and alliances to help the remaining refugees in Sudan. Their goal is to spread the message all over the world and finally set the refugees free. There are still 17,000 refugees in Sudan today. As a result from this success, many are returning to Sudan to pay it forward and help those who are in need. Thank you for your time, and I hope you've enjoyed my presentation.